Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the final installment for the outdoor enclosure. Last video, we constructed a faux tree using PVC pipes, jungle mix, a base, a bolt, and some faux leaves. When the arms didn't stay, we used PVC cement. Made some vines from tether, got the tree into the cage. I say we ready to finish this thing. Let's get it.
Day and night, on my grind, I pay the price, pay the price, pay the price. Yeah, boy, I pay the price. The flow of the dome, it just flows. Go with it, go with the flow, it just roll with it. I done did it by myself, and I count for nobody else. No, I done did it by myself, and I count for nobody else. With the flow of the dome, it just flows. Go with it, go with the flow, it just roll with it. The investment in this game, my blood, sweat, and tears. Living with no fears, my progression over the years.
Let's finally get to the plumbing. Taking a 2-foot by 2-inch by 2-inch framing post and position it 2 feet from the outside leg to create a floating shelf for the filter box. Using 4 2-inch screws to lock into place. 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Now I'm using 2 7-inch shelving brackets. Pushing one end down into the dirt to see if the box will fit. Continue to push down the bracket until I have a good clearing for the box for when I need to pull it out. Using a rubber mallet to push down further. And with a 2-foot by 6-inch by 1-inch plyboard, everything eventually fits. After, I drove 2 1.5-inch screws into the shelf to the legs to secure them. Next, with my wet vac and water hose, I cleaned out the basin of any debris and sitting water. Then cut a 2-inch hole into the center of the basin. Rinsed of loose debris. Dropped the 2-inch upper bulkhead into the fitting, then went under and connected the fittings and tightened them all the way. If done correctly, no silicone is needed. The opening is 3/4 inch. I connected a 3/4 inch PVC adapter to the bulkhead. Then connected a 3/4 inch one-sided threaded and one-side slip PVC connector. Then connected a 3/4 inch PVC condensate P-trap one side to the slip connector and the other side to the 3/4 inch valve. The other PVC I had to cut to fit the distance to the box with the 3/4 inch adapter. Then to the other 2-inch by 3/4 inch bulkhead on the box. Assuming where the bulkhead would be and mark where I would cut. Took the tote onto the side, I cut a 2-inch hole where I marked. Then took the lid and cut a 3/4 inch hole for the outtake holes. Confirmed fitment. Then went back to the tote to fit the bulkhead. Stand facing outward, connected the fittings, and tightened it all the way. Again, no silicone was needed. Now to prepare the filter media. Just laying out the basic filter media I bought from a local store. This here is a 5-inch by 4-foot foam gutter filter. I like this stuff. After a good rinsing, I cut it up to fit in the tote up and around the water pump and the other filter media. Making sure it's flush and snug up against the water entry. I need to make another hole in the lid about 1.5 inches for the power cord. Once done, feed the cord and the hose through the lid. Connect the hose to the water pump securely. Bring the filter box over to its place and connect the 3/4 inch PVC adapter to the bulkhead on the filter box. Now back to the top. Just peeling off the barcode from the upper bulkhead to clear of any hazards. Then connected a 3/4 inch filter strainer. Then fill the basin with water. Now just for water security, I want to add a flow ramp. Cutting the width of the basin from this foam board. This is supposed to catch any water runoff and direct it back into the basin. I'm doing the same rock process as I would the background. Same process as before. Again, I cut strips of this foam board to the width of the basin with about 1.5 inches overlap. Siliconing them together, overlapping the other, creating effective stairs. Then carving them into a slope. Damp it up and apply the mortar. Afterwards, add some color, then with a small paintbrush, I applied the sealer. 3 coats. Now to construct the output. Took the 1¼ inch valve, connected 1¼ inch by 5/8 inch PVC hose adapter, and on the other end, connected a 1¼ inch PVC elbow. With my PVC cutter, I cut off about 2 inches from a 1-inch PVC pipe to fit inside the elbow to fit through the back of the enclosure to the waterfall. Connected my 5/8 of an inch hose into the hose adapter and placed back. Refilled the basin to give it a test. Let's see what we got. Looks dope, but maybe turn down the pressure. That's the purpose of the valve in the back, to control the output flow. Adjust it to my likings. The flow and sound is very relaxing. However, I ran into a small hiccup. The connection at the filter box has a leak, most likely an uneven cut. So I disconnected the pipes from the box, cut another straight and even piece, and reattach. That should do it. Now to place my flow ramp and fill around with the pond and stone grate stuff. Fill the PVC tree arm openings. The back and inside of the intake hole opening. Then onto the ramp. I added small rocks for aesthetic purposes. Finally, here we are. The finished construction of the outdoor cage, which should hold them for a couple of years. I built this with the option to expand. Enough space for 2 iguanas. Once aggression plays its ugly presence, then it'll be time for another construction. But for now, I feel really good to give them this backyard oasis. Oh yeah, no leaking anywhere. Very sturdy and have proven to withstand the strong winds. But what's the most important thing is if they'll enjoy it. Listen to the tranquility. And I added a little something for at night. This is primarily for my backyard purposes. Hey look, I really appreciate you all watching this 5-video series on building this thing. For us reptile enthusiasts, it'll never be enough, nor will there ever be any rest. So laziness and being cheap is something that'll never be accepted. Hopefully I sparked some ideas, and definitely, if you have any for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll be doing another one for Shy's rebuild cage and to build an indoor iguana cage. Till next time, y'all take care out there, and each other. Peace.